Hi, Conrad White here with episode 13 from the Success Council. Today we are going to look at the basic differences between Austrian economics and Keynesian economics. We will split this episode into two short parts. Let's start with Keynesianism. Whether you know it or not, you are probably already very familiar with this philosophy. Over the last 50 years, it has become the basis for all Western economies. Walk into any economics classroom anywhere in the world, and you will probably find a Keynesian teaching it. Most academics, politicians, and journalists today are Keynesians. The easiest way to spot a Keynesian? Their god is spending. Everything they say and think revolves around keeping people spending and getting people to spend more. And if they won't spend, take it off of them and spend it for them. The way to stimulate the economy is to spend. In fact, suggesting anything else is laughable, like suggesting to any religious person that there might be another god.
So, then you get the argument, well, this is not a stimulus bill, this is a spending bill. What do you think a stimulus is? That's the whole point.
And the bigger the problem, the more you should spend. And like any religious leader, when worshiping their god has negative consequences, you blame the people for not worshiping their god enough.
But a lot of people look at the stimulus, $800 billion, and they say, we did everything Paul Krugman wanted. And it didn't work.
As it happens, I have a track record here because at the beginning, when the stimulus was being discussed, I looked at what we knew even then about the severity of the financial crisis and said, this is not enough. And so it has proved. I mean, this is...
Now, for believers in Austrian economics, their god is productivity. Everything they say and think revolves around being more productive. They say the only way to stimulate the economy is to produce more with what you have. Now, everybody knows that bureaucracy kills productivity. Even Keynesians know that. But their god is spending, and governments are great at spending. Keynesian solutions are always government spending more money in as many places as possible. The Austrian economics are the opposite. Just kill the bureaucracy and end the government intervention. Productivity will immediately improve, and the economy will get stronger. So which philosophy do you manage your bank account with? If you have a huge debt and your interest repayments are killing you, would you borrow and spend more? Or find ways to produce more with what you have and pay off that debt? If you were the CEO of a huge company with 20,000 employees and you have a huge debt and your interest repayments are killing the company, would you borrow more debt and spend more? Or find ways to be more productive and pay off the debt? And if you were the president or prime minister of your country, would you spend more or pay off your debts? Common sense dictates Keynesianism is ridiculous, and Austrian economics makes a lot more sense. It turns out history proves that is the case. We will discuss that in part 2 of episode 13. If you like this explanation, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel for an awesome episode each week.